Hello YouTube, this is Adam with Bourbon Talk, and today we have a wonderful review coming for you. I picked up a bottle of Stagg Jr. today. Stagg Jr., the younger brother of the George T. Stagg from the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. This one, no age statement on it. If I had to guess, maybe 6, 8 year old, somewhere in there. Now, from what I understand from some of the reading I've done, the Stagg Jr. is it's the younger brother of the George T. Stagg. So same mash bill, not aged as long as the George T. Stagg, and much easier to find. I got this at the Class 6, paid $52 for it, and the shelf's full. Now, other people around the country say this is very hard to find where they're at. Some people, when they do get it, it doesn't last very long. And I can see why. I've actually had one pour of this about 5 minutes ago. Filmed a video, didn't turn out very well. So we're coming back. But other than that, I haven't spent really any time with this. I have just poured a small glass, and as you can see, it's got the color on it, really, nice dark, kind of amberish color, not as dark as you might find on some other single barrels. Now, I will note this one comes straight out of the barrel, unfiltered. This bottle here is 132.5 proof, just a little over 66 ABV. So it's a nice strong bourbon, and I kind of noticed lately a lot of these single barrel bourbons, they're getting expensive, and I like them personally because you get you get more alcohol for your buck. I can always proof this down to really whatever I want, and that's what I have the water for. So we'll go here on the nose. Not as strong as an alcohol, kind of nose or aroma as you'd find on some of these stronger bourbons, like the Bookers. First time I had the Bookers, that really was quite powerful right when I stuck my nose in the glass. This one, I really have to get my nose down in there to smell a lot of the alcohol coming through. This one, right on the nose, I get a lot of, your normal bourbon notes. Yeah, I got brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, the oak, some vanilla, and some dark cherry. It's quite pleasant. I would looking forward to trying this again. Like I said, already had a small dram. It's like an explosion right there in your nose. It smells very good, very, very good. So, cheers. I'm getting some heat right there after. Just a small taste, but it's not bad. It's not a bad heat. Yeah, it's kind of coats my palate. That's good. We'll do one more really so we can talk about some of the flavors we're getting. So up front I'm getting, the brown sugar, got some cherry in there, a little bit of vanilla, got some oak, not overpowering. Kind of there at the finish, we got a little tobacco, almost like leathery tobacco. That's good. That's very, very good. So let's pour just a little bit more here. We'll add a little bit of water. try not to pour too much. I got a couple of videos I'm shooting today. Don't want to be wasted. So, you see, we got a little bit more in here. I'm just going to add about a drop of water. We'll see how. Yeah, here, reading some reviews and people recommend, talk about trying it neat, like we just did the first time, and then start proofing it down little by little to see what, where your palate really enjoys it at. So I'm getting a little bit more citrus notes, maybe like an orange peel. It does open it up a bit, though. I'm getting a lot of the same aromas, just a little bit stronger. Let's see what that did to the palate. I like that a lot better. The heat, quite toned down. It's not nearly as it's not overpowering. Well, it wasn't overpowering to begin with, but the heat didn't kind of coat my entire palate, and then kind of as the finish came, kind of lingered a little bit. That one, I felt it strong enough to respect the bottle, but not overpowering. It was a nice finish. It was a little bit more sweet, so I got a little more brown sugar out of that. And then, of course, the finish not quite as long as straight from the bottle, but kind of ended the same. So for me, I'd probably, if I was going to pull a full dram here, I'd probably add maybe 2-3 drops of water. And that's where I'd leave it. For me, probably one of my favorites now, after adding this to my collection. Before today, hadn't had it. It's got more of a robust kind of flavor profile than some of the ones I've tried. I'm a big fan of Blanton's. I like Blanton's because it's subtle complexity. This one, not a subtle complexity. Very complex. The flavors are really almost like a flavor explosion in your mouth. I would recommend everyone needs to add this to their collection, especially since the George T. Stagg is so hard to find and expensive. This one, it's not the cheapest bottle I've ever purchased, but it's not the most expensive one either. I purchased more expensive bottles than this that don't taste nearly as good. So if you find this on the shelf, definitely pick it up. Give it a try. Let me know what you think of it. Like I said, everyone's palate's a little different. You might find some other notes that I haven't identified yet, or maybe they're just not there. But I'd like to discuss it. Just go ahead and leave me a comment, and we'll come back to this again. I'm sure of it. We might have to do a little comparison between this and Booker's. All right, thanks, guys.